I want to describe something which I get to experience on a daily basis as a person who lives in poverty. So poverty, the definition of poverty is someone who's not able to access opportunities. So when we talk, there's a difference between absolute poverty, which is where someone is just completely destitute, they're not surviving, and then there's that poor poverty line that many people in countries like Australia live in. They have all their basic needs met, but they don't have. They're not really able to access opportunities, and they suffer from many indignities, and that's the population which I'm a part of. Now, I want to show you something. Right? So that's my backpack, and I use this to buy groceries. I put groceries in it. At the moment, there's something like a 20 kilogram battery in there, and I have to use this because I don't have access to a car. So if I'm ever going to buy groceries and anything more than one or two things at a time, I need the backpack. And if I'm going to and because my home is a decent walk away from any shops, it's not in the very outskirts of town, but I still have to go through a field to get anything. I end up having I use this large backpack quite frequently. It's a bit of a sight for people to see. But today I was publicly mocked for using it. I had people walking behind me who were stepping as if they were a soldier or something, because I suppose it looks a bit strange. People don't usually use large backpacks like this. But I had a person tell me that it looked painful watching me use it. It was as if they thought that I was cosplaying as a soldier or something. But as a person, because my destitution's known to the community, I'm not homeless anymore. That was only for a very short period of time. I'm kind of a character some people keep track of. And what happens as a person who's kind of gets this sort of attention is that you really realize that people keep track of you. They're just keeping noting, oh, that's that guy, these are the things which happened to him. But is that you lose a lot of dignity, a lot. What happens with homeless people who are properly homeless, rather than me who's just lived in poverty for a period of time, is that what happens, that their lives become public displays. We see them sleeping on the street, activities from everything from defecation to, I don't know, pleasuring themselves, that gets seen by everyone. And because I am destitute, well, not destitute, because I live in poverty, I have to engage in behaviours which are abnormal, such as using a large fuck-off backpack to get my groceries. And there's just constantly these little things like this that you experience when you are living in these conditions, and the abuse is pretty consistent. It is terrible what has happened to me. Not only have I sacrificed myself to the community, have horrific trauma because of it, have lost all of my worldly possessions, or almost all of them, but I'm now abused and shunned and treated with these constant indignities, and I'm not a big fan of it. And I wanted to express what it's like to be a person who lives in these conditions. I want to express my disdain for a lot of the values that I find people have in our society. I think I've always been quite grounded, but now my view is that people are just fucking terrible. I wonder